single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
On this episode of The Best Hawaii, we head into the kitchen with celebrity chef Leanne Wong. Learn about her colorful and rising career before and after Top Chef, and learn how to make her delicious Poky Omelet.
Excited. Tell me a little bit about the beginning, how Koko Head Cafe came to be.
Well, I had been looking to move to Hawaii for about a year and a half, and I had met Kevin Henney previously a couple of years back at Mangoes at the Moana, and he had just moved 12th Avenue Grill around the corner and was looking to do a breakfast concept here. And my cousin Pete actually introduced us because him and Pete were going to do something, and then Pete had to go do something else, and he's like, hey, do you know Leanne Wong? And so that's really how Koko Head came to be.
How did you come to be in Hawaii? Because your origins are in New York.
I met a boy, we dated. You know, it's usually you people come to Hawaii and they want to stay. It's the call of the aloha. I actually have ohana here, so I have a lot of family here.
Well, you're, not only just a chef, but an entrepreneur.
Yep.
And tell me a little bit about how your chef expertise began and when you knew that you're good in the kitchen.
This was not my first career. My first career was in fashion, so I went to art school at FIT in New York, and I studied fashion design, and I minored in fine art, and I was working in the fashion industry for a couple of years while I was working at a restaurant. And I didn't know how to cook. I didn't actually try and teach myself how to cook until I was like maybe 20. And I ended up quitting fashion and going to culinary school. And my friends were the ones who suggested I do it. I always tell people, I'm like, I think it's because they wanted to improve the quality of what I was cooking for them at the time. Like, you should go to cooking school. 6 seasons of Unique Eats. I shot Food Crawl with Leanne Wong. Did a lot of different, Iron Chef America, Chopped, All Stars, all that. So it's
And now your new job is?
And now my new job is the executive chef of Hawaiian Airlines. So I'm pretty excited about that.
So we've got the Poky Omelet.
Yes.
And this is actually my favorite. Every time I come here, I have to order
awesome.
it. Even though I'm enticed by other things, sometimes I do order other things, but I always have to get this in addition to that. And it was a special.
Yep.
Forever, and now it's on the menu.
Yes. So, genesis of the Poky Omelet. The first time I came to Hawaii as an adult was in 2006 to film the Top Chef Season 2 finale over on Big Island, Hilton Waikoloa. And I had a local PA, and I called him Peanut Butter Cups.
Okay.
Because he was like local Hawaiian boy, big tattoos, and he looked like that guy from 50 First Dates. And he took some of the poke and he fried it up. He's like, this is what I do with my leftover poke is, he just sautés it up, feeds it to the baby. And I thought, like, that's such a great way to use up something that, doesn't look quite appealing raw, the next day. But it's still good. And it's delicious. Tastes even better, right? We always have these, like, sort of bits and pieces, scraps, but of like, beautiful fish, though. It wasn't like, like end or tail pieces. This was, like, center loin pieces, So I was like, okay, well, we need to figure out a way that we can use this and people are going to buy it. I'm like, well, the cooked poke is awesome. How can I put that? Why don't I put that in an omelet? We start with a local marinated fish cut up into cubes. This happens to be kajiki. And we take the fish, we just dice it up, and we marinate it in a combination of sweet white saikyo miso, sake, mirin, some sugar, a little sriracha, sesame oil, and shoyu. And we let that marinate overnight, so it kind of cures the fish. Fish develops all this nice flavor. And then we coat it in a mixture of cornstarch, dried seaweed, and little tiny rice crackers. It really only fries for about 45 seconds. So we start with a nice soft omelet.
That salad, bro?
Did you guys get the rice cooker? Cheers.
Nanjiao. The creamy with the salty and the furikake.
There's a little bit of sweetness in there from the saikyo miso.
Do you always use the same fish?
No, so the fish changes depending on what fish of the day we have. So, but we, guaranteed we always use local fish here.
Amazing. All right, Koko Head Cafe open every day.
Every day, 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. And if you're coming on the weekends, better to come a little bit early or a little bit later.
Well, it's amazing.
Well, thank you, Elena.
Yeah. Best of luck with everything.
Aloha.